Mama Bubba sent me out here to pick a tomato. She wants to have BLTs tonight. This little feller ain't gonna work. Oh my God, look at this honey. I wonder if this is the one Bubba or Mark's been talking about. Look at that. That baby's as big as a bowling ball. Oh my goodness. I'm cutting this one. We're gonna have BLTs tonight. Got my little mini hacksaw here from my plumbing days. Let me see here. Here's the use very carefully. I think I'll pick this tomato, take it down to the store, get it weighed, see how many pounds of bacon I need. Me and Mama Bubba's having a party tonight. BLTs for the whole family. Uh-oh. Oh, Mark don't come around. Alright, here we go. Here we go. She's a beauty. Oh, I can taste her now. Some Hellman's real mayonnaise. Some good wheat toast, rye toast. Alright, here she is. There's the stem. I'll have to get that vine out of there before I weigh her. Well, off to the store. Welcome back. WorldwideGiantGrowers.com, video 9. It's August 19th, 2014. I'm here with the field pumpkins. We're here at the Bubba Presley Bubba Secret Garden patch. I'm going to start you out here at the field pumpkin. This is my 131 Mackinnon. You can see the plant looking nice. Now, a lot of misconception. I have people come up here and they see these white spots on these leaves. They think that's powdery mildew. No, that's not powdery mildew. That's the makeup of the leaf. I just sprayed these plants with Eagle 20 the other day to make sure that they don't get any powdery mildew. It's time of the year for it. You should have sprayed by now if you haven't. Here's my, this is the 131 Mackinnon. I'm sorry, that's a nice shaped pumpkin. It's a nice plant. And I've went ahead and I've curved the vine to the side. I've cut 2 or 3 other little pumpkins off, as you can see right here. I've cut them off. I'm going to start burying the vines a little better and just let that one grow. It's late in the season. A lot of people say you're crazy getting them this late, but we'll see. We'll see what we get. Here's my sand pile. People say, what's the sand for, Mark? Well, the sand's for putting around the pumpkins, covering the weed barrier in the watermelon patch. All right, now here we are to the squash. Here's the Klein squash. I started them late because remember, my squash I started with was a 905 more, turned out to be a pumpkin. So I had to start over. So I'm running way behind on the true green squash. But hey, I never give up. I never give up. I'm a dreamer. Here's my squash. I'm thinking maybe an August 20th pollination tomorrow. And I'm thinking, wishful thinking, I'm a dreamer, call me a dreamer. That's the fuel that gives me the passion to do all this, is I'm a dreamer and proud of it. So I'm thinking I can get a 300-pound true green squash. That's on the 1358, or is it 1359 Klein DMG. And this plant next to it is the 1159 Klein. And it's got a squash too. I think a little right here, a little farther down the line, a little later. I'm going to set them both. Both will get set, and we will see what happens. All right, here we go. Here's the 1478 Clement. What I've done this week is I've laid a t-shirt on every pumpkin just to give you, do a little advertising for some of the clubs. This is Bubba Presley, the Worldwide GiantGrowers.com first year t-shirt. Next year we'll probably have a different one, more club, more people oriented for the whole club, not just me. I don't want it to look like we're just building a shrine to me or Bubba. But that's a cartwheel. That's what they call a cartwheel pumpkin. Not an ideal shape for you newcomers. This is probably knocking on the door of 1,000 pounds, but it doesn't have potential, in my opinion, to ever hit world record potential. So that's the Jackson Reed 1478. It's what I got A lot of other people got nice shaped pumpkins off it, but I got dealt the cartwheel. All right, moving along here, I also talk about seeds. I sell seeds at worldclassgardening.com. You can buy my seeds for my pumpkins, my watermelons. The money goes to supporting the clubs. Don Langdon owns the site. He's a great guy, great publisher. You're supporting the community by going there and buying seeds. And you can even sell seeds there for your club. Your club can sell seeds on his site. Here you go. This is the long gourds. I talked last time about you would see the long gourds come across. I'm getting ready. I'll probably be pollinating long gourds tomorrow. There are actually some on here that could be pollinated now. I did start late, but long gourds only grow 40 days. I'm trying for that Master Growers Award this year. I want that really bad. Here's some long gourds you can see right here. I don't know if the lighting's good enough to pick them up. There's some long gourds there that are, I'm going to cut them off because they're not up to the top. You want them all the way to the top where they have the full 12 feet to grow down. Right here, here's one. Here's a little long gourd right here. It looks like a string bean. And anyhow, moving along. The next video, video 10, we'll have some long gourds really hanging to show you something. Okay, back to the watermelon patch. The watermelons haven't been doing great this year. Too many 50-degree nights. I don't think anybody in this area is doing great on the melons from what I hear. Although you can't really always go by what you hear. There's a lot of guys that like to bluff. But here's the plant still looking good, but man, have we had some 49 and 50-degree nights. Still, this is a nice tall beast of a melon. I'm guessing she's probably at 120, 125 pounds maybe. Probably not going to do much better than I did last year, but we're having 2 cool summers in a row. And watermelons, they're southern gals. They're not northern gals. Anyhow, they're over here. I'm going to show you, walk around and show you my 291 Kent. The one I just showed you was the 260 Clements. And these are not silicone sisters, my friend. These are traditional watermelons. I went traditional this year. Here's the 291 Kent. That's a nice shaped watermelon. That's a honey. And I was going to tell people a little pointer when you're buying watermelons in the store. You know, I don't know about this thumping. Some people think, oh, you got to thump the melon, thump this, thump that. Well, I tell you what I like to do on the watermelons. Look at the bottom of the watermelon. In the store, you want to buy the watermelon that has the oldest looking bottom without looking, you know, rotten or something. The older looking bottom, the watermelon's going to had been on the vine longer, therefore it will be riper. That's my system. All right, little watermelon tip for you. It works well. On the sugar baby melons, they actually change color the last week. So if you watch the bottom, you can see them change color. All right, here we are in the Kin Cave 2. Here's the Dalai Lama. She's a beast this year. She's really beefing out. I really like the blossom end on this pumpkin. Look at that baby. She's solid. This is a cement block. If she ain't 15% heavy, I'm gonna scream like a girl. And here's another great club, Ohio Valley. It's a great club. They also sell seeds at their website. Go to Ohio Valley's website. Easy to find them on the internet. Another great club, Giant Vegetable Growers of Ontario. I'm a member of that club. They have a great newsletter. They put out a really nice class, probably the best newsletter I've ever seen. They also have seed sales in the winter to raise money for prizes. Great club, join it, lots of benefits. Worldwide Giant Growers does not do a newsletter. I have no plans in the future of making a newsletter. I recommend joining one of the clubs that does. All right, they typically do quarterly newsletters. Here's the plant that's feeding the Dalai Lama. And now we're coming up to Pat Bo Wallace. This is the 2009 Wallace that was in video 2 that I accidentally fumbled out of the bag, the tiny plant. Well, here's Pat Bo. We'll give you a look at her. Look at that stem and the splits. Oh, I was going to tell you, here's one of my great sponsors, Advanced Nutrients, connoisseur shirt. I tell you what, I give a lot of credit to these nutrients. It's getting me where I am today. This 2009 Wallace is probably in the neighborhood of estimating at about 1,300 pounds. I won't be giving any more estimates on the pumpkins after this video because it's getting too close to weigh-off time. This is a competition. We like to keep it fun and exciting. We don't want to know what everybody has and what they're bringing. Here's another great club, Rocky Mountain Giant Vegetable Growers out in Colorado. My good friend Wizzy. He's a great grower, has a great club. They put out a newsletter. You should hook up with them if you're out in that area of the country. That's a great club to join. Look at the blossom end on this thing. She's starting to split. This thing here, she's solid. They say you can't tell by thumping them, but I don't know. I'm knocking on a rock. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Alright, let's head on over. We'll head back on out of here. Here's the fan. There's one of my biggest fans. Alright, let's see. What's next on the agenda? We're going to walk on over and see the 1530 Gayweiler. The rain really turns these things on. This is the 1530 Gayweiler, which is a cousin to Tiny Schwarzenegger. They both share the same grandmother, the 1495 Stelts. And here's my t-shirt on this one. Is the Detroit Nutrient Company helping grow. We use this worm castings this year. We use these in the tomatoes and all the soil. I put a bag just about in every site. Great stuff. It's great food for the advanced nutrients root mass expanders. Help feed those microbes. But look at this beautiful pumpkin. That's a beautiful orange pumpkin. The last I checked, she was trucking along at 35 pounds a day. Smoking. She's my fastest mover right now. We did, however, though, have a couple squash vine borers get in the plant. That's what you're looking at right there. That's a squash vine borer. And don't seem to be slowing it down. I got them out of there and I reapplied some product to get rid of them. But this is the plant right here feeding all this here that you see. Probably 800 feet of plant here. Feeding that beautiful orange pumpkin. Alright, moving along here. We are going to go in here and see the grand mummy of them all. Alright, that door slams. The old door slammer. Here we go. Here she is. Tiny Schwarzenegger will pump you up. Look how wide that baby is. She's got a wide glide. Anyways, Dale Marshall's getting ready to weigh his 1317 Clements, Tiny's sister, in Alaska in 1 week. And he thinks he may have a new state record. I think he does. He's close to it now in measurement. And I don't think this pumpkin's going to go light. I'll be shocked if it does. I think it's going to go heavy on the charts. I'm going on a limb. I like to go on a limb. I always do. Here we are at the market. We're going to get this weighed and certified. Here we go, Sir Jerry. Could you weigh that for me? Here we go. 4.43 pounds. Well, it's a new Michigan state record. Woo woo! Now, Jerry, could I get your opinion?
It's a good tomato.
I'm going home to make BLTs for Mama Bubba. How much bacon do you think I need to go with that?
3 pounds.
3 pounds of bacon to go with that tomato?
Yes.
And how many loaves of bread? 3 loaves of bread. All right. Could you get that for me? I like that bread sliced thick.
Yeah, we'll get it for
Some Texas toast. All right, because everything's big in Texas. All right, thank you. Thank you very much. It's a new Michigan state record grown by Advanced Nutrients Sensi Bloom. Thank you very much. All right, here we are with some growing tips. You pretty much have made it by now, or you haven't. Hopefully you have a new personal best. This isn't all just about being #1 or winning, but just getting a new personal best. Speaking of that, you know, my tomato this year, I set a new state record. Not the world's biggest tomato, but a 4.5 pounder. It ain't bad. I feel good about it. It's enough to fill a ball cap. And it's, you know, it's a new achievement. Personal best. I strongly believe I'll have a personal best pumpkin this year. My old one is 1,478 pounds. I think we'll easily beat that this year. And hopefully maybe I'll set a new state record. I'll go on a limb here and make a prediction. I think I have a new state record. I'm just don't know. Maybe Joe Platty will top mine. We'll see. It's a competition. But anyways, We're looking here at Tiny will hit 400 inches today. And to you people that don't know the chart, the estimate chart, that's getting close to 1,400 pounds. She's still doing 25 pounds a day. This will be the last video that I mention that in. From here on out, we're going to keep it quiet for the competitions, keep it exciting at the weigh-offs. I do have this beautiful green healthy plant here. Look at this pitchfork. And these green leaves over here, all these beautiful green advanced nutrients fed leaves coming down through here. There's about 800 square feet that will be feeding Tiny Schwarzenegger. Alright, so there we go. Not a whole lot of growing tips at this point. Keep applying the fungicides, keep them healthy. Powdery mildew is going to try to take over. Hopefully you've already used the Eagle 20 and slow down and knock down that powdery mildew. Other than that, I wish everybody the best. I hope you have a great time at the weigh-offs. For our raffle this year, or this week, my daughter Elizabeth picked number 57 for the product raffle, and that would be Todd Klein. Coincidentally, Todd Klein, who I'm growing his squash over there. You have won some free product. A leader of your choice. Shoot me an email. Call me on the phone. Whatever you want to do, we'll get it shipped out to you right away. And also for sharing the link in the last video, Charity Marshall. She's from over the Pacific Northwest, over in the Oregon area. Either that, I think that's where she lives. She's always posting on a Facebook page over in that area. She might be from Alaska. But anyways, Charity Marshall, you won also. Contact me. Give me a message on Facebook. Tell me what product you would like to have shipped to you, and I need an address. Alright, so anyways, wish you luck. We'll see you in video 10 in a couple weeks. Then after that, videos 11 and 12 are going to be at weigh-offs. At Ohio Valley I go to, maybe Hamilton, Ohio near Cincinnati, Chicago weigh-off, Shazzy in Chicago. So here we go. We're going to call it a close. And the next video, I'm going to give away a Big Bud hat and some Advanced Nutrients shirts. I'm going to give away in the next video. The nutrients giveaways are done for the year. Alright, so remember, shh, keep it a secret, but go tell a friend. Bubba's Secret Garden.